Nothing is easier than saying words, and nothing harder than living them day by day. What you promise today must be renewed and redecided tomorrow. At the end of this ceremony, legally you will be wives, but you must still decide each day that stretches out before you that you want to be married. Real love is something beyond the warmth and glow, the excitement and romance of being deeply in love. It is caring as much about the welfare and happiness of your partner as about your own. But real love is not total absorption. It's each other is looking out towards in the same direction together. Love makes burdens lighter because you divide them. It makes joys more intense because you share them. Love makes you stronger so you can reach out and become involved with life in ways you dared not risk alone.
Hi everyone, I'd like to thank you all for being here today, travelling from all over the world to be here to celebrate this wonderful occasion is much appreciated. To Laura and Nat for putting on such a special event at such an amazing venue, you both look absolutely beautiful. But I'd just like to say a special thank you to Marie and Paul, who have looked after Laura during her time in America. Words can't express just how grateful we are for you two. And Nat, there's no one better to have as a sister-in-law. Your ever-glowing positivity shines through all the time. Often feeling like nothing can break your stride. Kind, thoughtful, selfless are just a few of the other words that I would use to describe you. From me to you, thank you for making my sister so happy. It's an honour having you in the family. And for those who don't know me, I'm Dan. I'm Laura's favourite brother. We met on a beautiful October evening in the late 90s, on a day where our parents weren't satisfied with just having Laura and wanted to bring some light into their lives. We locked eyes and there started our sibling rivalry. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank Laura for all the life lessons she's taught me and share 5 of these with you. Number 1, resolve, the firm determination to do something. Growing up, Laura enjoyed dancing, attending weekly dance classes for many years, with yearly shows to showcase what she'd learned. But it wasn't only the shows where she'd display her skills. When our cousins, Lauren, Morgan and Libby would come round, often they'd do ballet routines dressed in pink tutus. Myself, aged about 6, and being a massive Star Wars fan at the time, I couldn't think of anything worse than taking part in a ballet routine. However, eventually I'd end up dancing around our own living room in my very own pink tutu. But not only was it dance routines, there was a yearly Christmas Eve play that Laura and myself would perform for our parents. Laura, being the elder, was director, producer and casting director. As much as I loved taking part in the play, my main issue was that I'd never be cast a speaking role. Often left to play a lesser-known reindeer or a tree in the background while Laura would take centre stage. Each year having the same conversation with the casting director of try a little harder for next year, or sorry, the calibre of the candidates was a little too high, but still I'd try each year to impress. The second lesson is protective. Wanting to protect someone from criticism, hurt or danger because you like them very much. Laura's always been a very trustworthy and protective big sister, always looking out for me and keeping me out of harm's way and guiding her younger brother through the do's and don'ts of life. Number 3, financial acumen. Applying a broad understanding on financial management decisions to ensure decisions are fiscally sound. Number 4, being honest, free of deceit, truthful and sincere. It was great having an honest and truthful sister growing up, always knowing she had my best interests at heart and would never tell me lies. With Laura being a bit older than me, she always found out things weren't real a little earlier than I did. Not that it would then take her long to let me know, to let her little brother know the truth. Tooth fairies, Easter bunnies, etc. Number 5, commitment. The state or quality of being dedicated to a cause. I've always found Laura an incredibly committed person. When she had a goal in mind, she does everything she can to achieve it. The biggest one I saw was when she was at university and working a full-time job alongside it. An accomplishment that at the time I didn't quite appreciate, but speaking to graduates and placements at work, I now realise the anomaly that Laura was in balancing both and achieving what she did. It's quite incredible. However, the commitment to the degree was so very minor to the commitment that Laura and Nat have shown to each other. My sister and I have lived quite different lives up to this point, Laura deciding to go off to all corners of the world, while I live next door to the house that we grew up in. Laura has lived in some of the coolest places the world has to offer: Manchester, Shanghai, Orange County, downtown LA, and Duke Street in Mosborough. Commitment is the biggest trait I've learned from Laura, the willingness to do anything for the person they love. With Laura and Nat starting their world tour of weddings by celebrating their commitment to each other in a country that doesn't allow same-sex marriages. Both living away from their homes during the biggest curveball of recent times in COVID, and then living halfway around the world from each other. However hard it must have been, they've never questioned or doubted their commitment to each other, standing tall and facing it head-on, knowing they were going to make it work. Laura, I'm incredibly grateful for all the lessons you've taught me, and I look forward to learning so much more from you as a big sister. So if everyone could raise a glass to the two most committed people I know, to Laura and Nat, and a lifetime of happiness together. Cheers.
Well, I'd like to wish you all a very good afternoon and welcome to the very beautiful Middleton Lodge on this very special occasion. We are here today to celebrate the marriage between Laura and Nathalie. Now clearly this is a very special and important occasion for Laura and Nathalie, and they've gathered round them those who love and care for them the most. And I know that they are thrilled that you can all be here today to support them and to share in this very happy occasion. Now today is not only a special day for you all, but in particular for our proud parents, and I know that Laura and Nathalie would like to thank you for the support and love you have so generously given. And I also think it's testament to them both that they have friends here in their bridal party from all over the world. We've got Eleanor and Ellie. Put your hands up. Where are they? There we are. And they're from Sheffield. And we have Janine and Maggie from China. Hooray. And we've got Pearl and Honica from California. So on this important day for Laura and Nathalie, let us consider what marriage means. Marriage is a willingness to accept each other for who and what you are, and to share all that you have with each other. Now, marriage means making a commitment to developing cooperation, friendship, and mutual respect. It calls for trust and understanding, as well as honesty, patience, and of course humour. Marriage is where each partner cares for them in everything they do.
The act of marriage. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It's this, remembering to say, I love you, at least once each day. It's this, no time taking the other for granted. It's this, standing together and facing the world. Is this forming a circle of love that gathers in whole family? Is this having the capacity to forgive and forget? Is it not looking for perfection in each other? It is given each other an atmosphere in which it can grow. It is the common search for the good and the beautiful. It is not just about finding the right partner. It is being the right partner.
Laura Louise Gavins, do you promise to love and cherish Nathalie Lintow for the whole of your lives together? And Nathalie Lintow, do you promise to love and cherish Laura Louise Gavins for the whole of your lives together? Thank you. Now, marriage requires devotion, the ability to listen, the wisdom to know when you are wrong, and the humility to be able to put things right. But above all, it requires unquestioning love. Now, Laura and Nathalie's marriage is a proud confirmation of the love, respect and true friendship they have for each other. Laura, accept this ring.
Laura, I accept this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage
And as a token of my love for you.
and as a token of my love for you.
I promise you my loyalty and my friendship.
I promise you my loyalty and my friendship
And to treasure the time we have together.
and to treasure the time we have together.
Nathalie, accept this ring
Nathalie, accept this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage
And as a token of my love for you.
and as a token of my love for you.
I promise you my loyalty and my friendship.
I promise you my loyalty and my friendship
And to treasure and take care of the love we have.
and to treasure and take care of the love that we have.
So Laura and Nathalie, you have both completed the legalities prescribed by law and today have recommitted yourselves to each other in the presence of your guests, your families and your friends assembled here in your honour. And I hope that today will form that milestone in your lives that you look back upon with much love and happiness. And I hope the feelings of love you share today will grow even deeper and stronger in the coming years. So may no failure or misfortune ever part you, and may you enjoy rich and happy lives together with your dogs. And it's now my privilege and my very great pleasure to pronounce that you are indeed wise together. Would you like to kiss? I think you deserve a round of applause. Now then. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the warm rays of the sun shine upon your home, and may the hand of a friend always be near you. May you be poor in misfortune and rich in blessings, and may you know nothing but happiness from this day forward.
In our family, my 4 children are here. Kevin, Selena, Dustin, and Nathalie is the youngest one. They were raised with love. Love from the parents, love from the grandma. Grandma is here. And do you know, I told to all of them, they know that Nathalie is my favorite. I didn't hide them. They know that. And there's one thing I want to say, like, I never hit her. You know, like how parents, we angry and we hit our children. I never hit. Just one time. You know when? Because she took the nail clipper and she did her nail herself. And I was so mad because I don't want her to hurt herself. And then I did this. Nathalie said that I did that. That's the only time I hit her. Me and my husband, we are music producers. When they were young, we traveled France to Canada, to everywhere to produce our show. And Grandma each time come to LA, to California, where we live, and look after them. I think the different culture and different lifestyle doesn't matter, as long as we love, real love. we unify everyone. Like in here, we have everyone coming from all countries, the friends of Nathalie, friends of Laura, and we just come here to witness their love. Laura now is part of our family. She works for us, and she's very, very good, very efficient. Yes, and also I want to thank you all for being here. And love is everything we need, especially after what happened, during COVID time. She stayed with us like more than a year. Eat Vietnamese food. And one thing I know this is going to be videographed. Many people special to us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Debbie, for giving Laura to Nathalie. I know how to say it. And also you have another unconditional love, which is your father. Say something to him.
Love you, Dad.
Thank you.
I'm Maggie. I'm a friend of both brides. We met in Shanghai, the city Laura and Nat fell in love at. Here I am again at Laura and Nat's wedding. Somebody said a successful marriage requires falling in love many times and always with the same person. And over the past 6 years, I've had the pleasure of watching Nat and Laura fall in love with each other over and over again. I guess that's probably the reason they have their third wedding today. Okay, they've been through thick and thin, through hell and high water, and now they're standing on the precipice of the rest of their life again. I can't believe I have this honor be by their side on their third big day. It was a beautiful day, September 13th, 2019. Nat and Laura first got married, surrounded by friends in Shanghai and family who traveled all the way back from home. It was a memorable day. 2019 is also a special year where the pandemic happened. And those two newly wedded lovebirds got be apart and did the long distance for a while. So their love story to me is seriously a miracle. They fixed everything I didn't believe. I didn't trust any flash relationships, flash marriage. They fixed that. I didn't believe in long distance. They fixed that for me as well. So if I'm here to give an honest advice for a marriage, no, you're kidding me. You have to give everybody here like a secret of your long marriage. Okay, you guys are the living example of that. It's really happy to see that they worked their way up and now have a beautiful place to stay, and you guys called home, a car, two lovely dogs that you guys called babies and kids, and all of us present here called family and friends. It's really not easy for you, both of you. Well, wish you guys a lifetime of love, joy, and adventure. Don't marry the person you think you can live with, but marry the person, the only individual you think you can't live without. That's Nat and Laura. So everybody, please raise your glass for the 6 years being together, but still newly wedded couple, Laura and Nathalie, for their happy life ever after. Oh wait, I would like to give you a free Chinese lesson. Cheers in Chinese is ganbei. So if you guys raise a glass, please practice it. Ganbei. Ganbei. Thank you.
Hi everyone. First of all, Laura and I just wanted to thank all of you for being here with us today.
As we look around the room, we're overwhelmed with gratitude. We have guests and loved ones here today from Shanghai, California, Texas, Washington, France, Canada, and Sheffield. And we're incredibly thankful that you've taken the time to travel here and celebrate our marriage with us.
Being from different countries and having traveled so much, we feel so lucky to have pockets of friends and loved ones all over the world. But seeing all of you here today in the same room is absolutely crazy and overwhelming. We're so grateful to have all of you here, and we can't wait to keep celebrating with you tonight.
We'd like to thank our lovely bridesmaids for their years of friendship and for being the baddest bitches around.
And we'd also like to thank our parents. Debbie, thank you for always being a shoulder to lean on. And thank you, Paul and Marie, for always taking such good care of us. We love you all so much.
So I'd like to start by saying a few words about my wife, and to take the moment to appreciate the journey we've been on together. Getting married so young and only after 3 months was a little crazy. We didn't wait until the time was right, and we didn't wait until we were ready to settle down. We didn't have a career path lined up for either one of us or a secure base to build a life on. Neither of us were even seeking out a relationship. We were just two 22-year-old girlies wandering around the world, looking for ourselves and trying to find our own identities. And that's what we found. I found myself in you, I found a home, and I found a life. You've made me feel loved and accepted in every way. And I love you and accept you in every way too. Except that summer when you would wear that yellow baseball hat. I cannot look past that. And I'm glad it's over. In our initial vows 5 years ago, I said that everything I knew about you I loved, and everything that I would learn about you, I knew I would love it too. And I really have. Being your wife is too good to be true, and you're the best mom to those stinky little dogs. I'm excited for whatever we get up to next. I love you.
On this exact day, 5 years ago, we got married for the first time in a small park in China. There were no witnesses, no flowers, no fancy dresses. It was just you, me, and some $5 rings we got from H&M. And I don't blame anyone for thinking we were crazy, because marrying someone from a foreign country, in a foreign country, that you had only dated for 3 months is crazy. But I didn't feel any doubt or hesitation. You were it for me, and once I knew, I knew. Because falling in love with you was the most essential and overwhelming feeling of my life. It was like my heart had finally found its home. Even now that I've had years to process it, I still don't have the right words to describe it because I felt it before I understood it. I couldn't see exactly what the future would bring, but somehow I knew that my life and my heart would always lead to yours. And even though we dove headfirst into falling in love, what I'm most grateful for is that we always chose to stay in love. In the last 5 years, we've applied for visas, countless visas, been unemployed, started new careers, lived in 3 different countries, went through COVID, been long distance, and through every hardship, you still chose me and you still chose us. And I know you hate this, but I'm going to take some time to hype you up, Laura, because I don't think you get nearly enough credit for what an amazing person you are. It's not easy to live away from your family and your home. It's not easy to live away from your family and your home and to adapt to a completely different culture and lifestyle and to build a new life somewhere else. But you've done it, and through it all, you've remained the most loving, open-minded, compassionate, and hardworking person I've ever met. You fill our life with so much excitement and adventure, but at the same time, you give me the most trust and stability I've ever felt. I never have to doubt how you feel because you show me and you choose me every single day. I'm so grateful for you, and I feel like I don't deserve you most days, but I'll keep showing up and choosing you the way you've always chosen me. And I'll keep working to build the most beautiful, adventurous, and meaningful life I possibly can with you, because you deserve nothing less. You deserve everything. And I'll have to stop my speech here so I can have something to say for our next wedding. I can't say it all for this wedding, but I just love you so much. I love you all so much. Thank you all for being here and coming here today and celebrating our wedding with us. Thank you so much.